Ladies and gentlemen, I want to start today with a simple yet powerful quote from Theodore Roosevelt. Do what you can with what you have where you are. At first, it sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But within those words lies the secret to resilience, progress, and greatness. Let me share a story with you to bring it to life. There once was a small village surrounded by mountains. In this village lived a young boy named Aaron. Aaron was curious, full of dreams, but his family was very poor. While other children had shiny books and proper shoes, Aaron's shoes were worn out, and his only book was an old, torn notebook his father found at the market. One day, while playing near the mountains, Aaron noticed something unusual. A single tiny stream of water trickling down the rocks. It wasn't much, just a few drops sliding into the soil, but it fascinated him. Day after day, he returned to see it. Over time, he realized that the small stream was slowly carving a path into the hard rock. This gave Aaron an idea. The villagers often complained about not having enough water for their crops. They dreamed of having a well or a big river, but nobody believed such a thing was possible in their dry land. They always said, "We can't do anything without the proper tools, without money, without support." But Aaron thought differently. He remembered the stream. He thought, if water this small can carve rock, maybe I can do something too. So, with his little notebook, he began sketching ways to guide that tiny trickle of water into the village fields. He had no rulers, no fancy instruments, just that one book and a piece of charcoal from the fire. At first, people laughed at him. "You're just a boy," they said. "What can you possibly do without tools, without money, without help?" But Aaron kept going. Every day after school, he would pick up stones and arrange them to slowly guide the water. He dug with his bare hands, sometimes using broken branches as tools. It was slow, painful work. He came home with blisters, dirt under his nails, and sore muscles, but he refused to quit. Weeks turned into months. Little by little, that trickle of water began to reach the dry fields at the edge of the village. For the first time in years, green shoots started to appear. When the villagers saw it, they were stunned. This boy, with nothing but determination and scraps, had brought life back to their land. Inspired, the adults joined him. Together, they built stronger channels, collected rainwater, and transformed their village into a place of abundance. Years later, people would remember that it all started with a boy who refused to wait for perfect conditions. A boy who did what he could with what he had, where he was. Now, let's step back from this little fable. How often in our lives do we wait for the perfect moment? We say, "I'll start exercising when I have more time. I'll launch that business when I have more money. I'll chase my dream when everything feels right." But here's the truth. The perfect moment doesn't exist. If you wait until you have everything, you'll do nothing. Roosevelt's words remind us, start with what you have, right here, right now. Think of great innovators. Thomas Edison didn't wait for the best laboratory. He worked in a basement with scraps. The Wright brothers didn't wait for advanced engineering schools. They built their flying machines with wood and cloth in a bicycle shop. Even modern-day creators often start with nothing but an idea and a borrowed laptop. What made them succeed wasn't the resources, it was resourcefulness. Let me ask you, what tiny stream do you have in your life right now? Maybe it's a small skill, a talent for writing, drawing, or coding. Maybe it's a network of just a few supportive friends. Maybe it's just the courage to try one more time after failing. Whatever it is, it may seem small, even insignificant, but if you start building with it, if you nurture it, it can grow into something that transforms your world, and maybe even the world of others. Here's the danger we face: comparison. We look at others with more money, better education, bigger opportunities, and we think, I can't do what they do. But let me remind you, success is not about what's in someone else's hand. It's about what's in your hand. When Aaron picked up stones and branches, people laughed. But those small tools, in the right hands, created miracles. So, my challenge to you is this: stop waiting. Stop saying, one day. Take what you have, your time, your talents, your energy, your circumstances, and start today. Build something, even if it's small. Because here's the beauty: effort compounds. Just like that stream of water carved through solid rock, your consistent action, no matter how small, will create pathways to success. Let me leave you with this image. Imagine a gardener planting a seed. He doesn't wait for perfect soil, perfect weather, or perfect tools. He plants it in the ground he has. He waters it with what little water he has. He protects it with the resources around him. And over time, that seed grows into a tree that gives shade, fruit, and life to countless others. You too are planting seeds every day. With your actions, your choices, your persistence. Don't underestimate them. Remember Roosevelt's wisdom. Do what you can with what you have where you are. If you live by this, you'll discover that you already have enough to start shaping the future you dream of. Thank you.